It was always the Jags.
It's always the Jags. It's always the Jags.
Always the Jags.
Devin Lloyd goes to the Carolina Panthers for $45 million over 3 years, $15 million per. This one hurts the most because ETN got a little bit more than what I would have offered him, but Lloyd got exactly what I would have came to the table with, right? And like Lloyd, I was willing to go as high as $17 million per year. So you're telling me that if the Jaguars had started off at 13 or 14, the Panthers ended up getting him for 15. We couldn't have shelled out $15 million a year for a guy that we thought was going to get 20 plus, for a guy who led the league in interceptions, if I'm not mistaken, for a guy who has unmatched coverage skills for a linebacker, which is increasingly hard to find. $15 million, that was it. Again, missed opportunity. And I know we've got big extensions coming up, and you can't sign everybody, right? But I think this one hurts more than ETN because, again, if you ask me, I would let Monteric Brown go, and I would have kept at least either ETN or Lloyd because the money's almost the same, right? I mean, sure, Lloyd is getting paid like $4 million more a year than Monteric Brown, but, you know, any 3-year deal is really a 2-year deal because there's not a lot of dead cap and you can release the player in the 3rd year. So based upon that, like, you know, if Lloyd had to be released in 2 years, we'd be able to do it. And yeah, I know we've got big money extensions coming down. I know Trevor Lawrence's cap hits are going to start hitting pretty heavily. And, you know, it's nice to keep everybody, but you can't always do it. But I still think for the deals that they ended up getting, I still think we could have made it work. So Devin Lloyd chose to leave Jacksonville for Charlotte, which is kind of ironic because just this year I left Charlotte for Jacksonville. So Devin Lloyd, some advice for when you get to the Queen City. Lots of great music venues. If you get a chance, visit the Evening Muse. Fantastic music venue for a lot of up-and-coming artists that are in Charlotte. Food-wise, you're definitely going to want to hit up Velvet Taco in South Park, and you were going to get addicted just like my wife and I were, and I wish they were in Florida, but they're not. There's a brewery off of South Boulevard in South End called Yancey. Fantastic beer. Love their cider. Highly recommend it. You should probably check them out. It's always good to have some good breweries because there are some that are Charlotte's known for its breweries. There's some that are really good and some that are just okay. Like Old Mecklenburg, I think if you like ales and stouts, they're pretty good. But my choice is breweries at Yancey. You need a place to just kind of relax and chill out. Freedom Park is such like a zen mindset, especially when the weather is nice. It's absolutely beautiful. So definitely check that out. I mean, the water in the middle and the fountain just makes you feel like so serene. If you like great barbecue chicken and barbecue food, you definitely got to check out Noble Smoke. It's just northwest of Wesley Heights. You will not be disappointed. So yeah, Devin Lloyd, if you need any advice for navigating Charlotte, and just hit me up because, you know, I got you. And again, we kind of traded places. Wish you were still here in Jacksonville as I'm still learning everything that's around here in the River City. But hope you enjoy your time in the Queen City. Hope they treat you the way that, I mean, they already treated you the way that James Gladstone should have by giving you that deal. Yeah, I'm a little, overall, I'd probably say disappointed. I think James Gladstone has done enough for me to trust in him. But I'm also like, I mean, I know we got to keep our offense going, right? But out of guys who started making like when we brought in guys and they made an impact, like they got extended. Cole Van Lannon, Jacoby Myers, both of them, immediate impact, and we extended them. And I think James Gladstone knew that between Jacoby Myers, Devin Lloyd, and Travis Etienne, he was probably going to be able to extend one. But I still look at the way Devin played throughout the year, and you could argue that without him, there's a couple of games we don't win. Do we beat the 49ers without Devin Lloyd? You could argue we don't even beat them without Travis Etienne because of that long touchdown run. Do we beat the Chiefs without Devin Lloyd? 99-yard pick six, 14-point flip. I mean, it took the whole team, right? But I'm like, if you remove some of his plays, because he had 2 picks against the 49ers. He kept getting turnovers. And so and Nakobe Dean ended up signing with the Las Vegas Raiders, so we can't really pick him up to replace Devin Lloyd, and he was my target if we lost Devin Lloyd. So again, I mean, I look at the games that we played this year, and it's hard for me to be like, Monteric Brown impacted this game more than Devin Lloyd or Travis Etienne did. And hopefully our team can be just as competitive and even better, right? Because you always want to get better every single year. But the road is definitely going to be tougher. Our schedule is, we have a first place schedule, and we're going to be missing some key pieces. And who's the linebacker that's going to step up and be able to cover the way Devin Lloyd did? Ventrell Miller, Jack Kaiser. Are we drafting a guy? So now we need, in the third round, now we need to take a linebacker and a running back. Kind of makes me think we should have just worked out the numbers and kept them. Now, I'm also not sure if how James Gladstone feels about Trayvon Walker and if he wants to keep him or not, because that's an extension that would have to come due at some point. Again, if you ask me, I'd rather have Etienne and Devin Lloyd than Trayvon Walker, especially when you consider that Trayvon Walker is probably going to get or command what Etienne and Devin Lloyd get combined, right? Like, again, just from this season, I look at game-changing plays. Devin Lloyd and Travis Etienne are making them. Now, Trayvon Walker is a steady force in the run game, right? So it's hard to be like, it's not as flashy, right? Because he's always, like, teams can't run against us, and that's largely because of Trayvon Walker. So it's not like a flashy thing. But at the same time, again, if I'm looking for game-changing, like game changers, playmakers, we just let two walk out the building. And so, I mean, I believe it's obviously not what I wanted and probably not what most Jags fans wanted. James Gladstone has shown us enough to give him a little bit of grace, right? He's shown enough. But let's see what happens. Thank you so much for watching Always the Jags. Make sure you like and subscribe down below. Check out some of these other videos that I'm sure you'll be interested in as we chase Duval greatness. Thank you for joining us again, and until next time.